They say the city never sleeps, but that's not true in Boghold. Out here, the city doesn't sleep, it soaks. Every hour, every breath, dripping with somebody else's secret. This isn't a place built by men. It's a sprawl of cattails and rotwood, where frogs wear trench coats, newts sell rumors, the kind of place where even the mosquitoes have debts. My name's Slag Tadwick, private investigator, part-time philosopher, full-time mistake. I used to think truth mattered. Then I realized truth's just another critter trying to survive the swamp. You chase it too long, it'll bite you back. My office sits above a bait shop on Leechwater Row. Ceiling leaks worse than my conscience. Desk piled with half-paid cases and half-finished bottles. Outside, the rain slides down the window like it's in a hurry to forget what it saw. I was halfway through convincing myself I didn't care about anything anymore when she slithered in. A salamander with scales like spilled gasoline and a perfume that smelled like sin under a church floorboard. Said her name was Lilith Slimevale. Said she needed help finding her husband. Said a lot of things that didn't add up. But her eyes, black pearls in a world of mud, they told the real story. She wasn't looking for a man. She was looking for an alibi. She said he vanished near the Meyerlight Casino, a crooked joint where toads lose fortunes and snails lose shells. The kind of place where the water's warm and the bodies are cold by dawn. I told her I'd take the case. Not because I cared, but because I needed the money, and maybe because I liked the way her voice wrapped around the word please. So I pulled on my coat, the one that smells like mildew and bad decisions, and stepped out into Merrowes Basin. The night was thick. Fog sat on the streets like an old debt, and every shadow whispered something I didn't want to hear. Leeches huddled under gutter lamps, swapping stolen glances for swamp shine. A bullfrog preacher croaked about redemption to an audience of ghosts. Somewhere, a mayfly sang her heart out at the gilded pad, trying to make everyone forget she'd be dead by morning. A place where even the angels have mud on their wings. I stopped by the station to see Chief Crowbar, Big Bullfrog, Bigger Temper. He chews on dragonfly legs and calls it diplomacy. Said Gulch, the missing eel, was mixed up with something heavy. Narcotics running through the filtration pumps. A racket headed by a mad axolotl named Dr. Sproul. I asked what kind of narcotics. He said the kind that make you forget what species you are. Sounded like my kind of crowd. By the time I reached the casino, the rain had turned mean, slapping the planks like it wanted to drown the whole city. Inside, the air was thick with smoke, and the glow of firefly bulbs painted everyone in slow-motion sin. I saw faces I recognized. Some owed me money, some wanted me dead. That's the thing about Boghold. You start out looking for someone, and you end up finding yourself knee-deep in somebody else's reflection. I lit a cattail cigarette, watched the smoke curl like a memory I couldn't quite name, and told myself I'd quit tomorrow or maybe the day after that. Then I saw her again, Lilith, standing near the roulette pond. She was talking to a shadow, not a person, an asterisk presence. Asterisk couldn't see its face, just the ripple it left when it moved. Whatever it wasn't supposed to exist this close to the surface. I'd stumbled into something bigger than a missing eel. This was old swamp business, rituals, debts, maybe even the Bog Bishop's shadow himself. I could feel the muck closing in, like the whole city was taking one slow breath before swallowing me whole. But that's the thing about me. I've been drowning so long, I forgot how to surface. They say every detective has a line you won't cross. In Boghold, those lines get washed away by the tide. So I did what I always do. I poured another shot of regret and waited for the next ripple to reach my shore. Because in this swamp, nothing ever sinks for good. Not bodies, not lies, not me.